We're live at Biggie's Coast to Coast Restaurant Pizza in Waynes. We talked about several racers being here. We talked earlier to Max Stambaugh. Let's bring in a young man from Wapakoneta, XS Racing, compact car, and also he's a fellow broadcaster, works at WOSN as well. Here's Austin Scott. Hi, Austin. How are you?
Vince, I'm doing great, man.
I'm good, man. That's it. He's trying to act like he's got a face for it. You got a face for TV. You're at WOSN.
Well, I really love working there. A lot of really cool people, and I get to do what I love and get paid for it. So,
wait a minute,
it's a lot of fun.
That's kind of a nice thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
To work and get paid for it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Does that happen in racing too? You know, working in racing and getting paid for it.
Oh man, yeah. Well, the money's more going out than going back in my pocket. So
doesn't it?
Even in our class, it's like that. So.
All right. Well, tell me about a compact car and. For a person like me who's a novice at it, what is a compact car?
A compact car, we are supposed to run 4-cylinder engines, and I mean basically you just knock the windows out of it, put a roll cage in it, and it's a race car.
Okay, and where do you race the compact car?
I race at Waynesfield Raceway Park, is our home track. We're like 15, 20 minutes away from our house, and then I also race at Montpelier Motor Speedway in Indiana.
All right, and how's that been going? How long have you been doing that?
Last year was my very first year in any car of any kind.
Now, why is that? Why did you suddenly decide to do that? Because you're how old now?
I'm 20 now.
You're 20. Not that you're old. Okay, you're still young. But you know, a lot of times you talk about kids that maybe start younger than that. Why start then?
Well, I was always just a spectator, and over last summer I took a trip to Canada to visit one of my old racing friends. And he's like, Austin, you got to get into this. Aren't you tired of watching and stuff? So that was when I decided. I went home after that weekend, told Dad I wanted to get a race car. And he's like, all right, you keep your eye out. And a couple days later, I found the car online. And then the following weekend, we were going down to southern Indiana to pick up a race car.
So basically, you were a racing fan, but you just hadn't, raced a race car.
Right. Yeah, I was just a spectator, and like I said, I was just tired of watching, and I actually wanted to be in the action.
All right. And how's it going for you so far?
It's going pretty good. We ran 11 times last year.
You ran or did you race?
We ran.
I mean, you ran alongside the car? Did you beat the car? You talk about horses versus humans, and then you're racing a car? Wow, I'm just kidding. I'm having a little fun.
Hey, man, that's all good.
That's good, yeah. So you raced 11 times, and how did we do?
About the fourth night out, which was last night at Waynesfield, last year, we got a top 5 finish, which was a pretty big deal for us. And then we ended the season off with a challenge race win over at Montpelier Motor Speedway in the very last night out.
Wow.
So it was definitely a big lift and a big boost for our team to end the season on a high note like that.
Is that an ego thing? I mean, you get to that, and you're like, I want to do this, and then I'm like, wait a minute. We're doing well at it. This is kind of fun.
I was definitely very surprised. The guy we bought the car up told us it was a really good car, and so the only excuse that we didn't run well was that the driver wasn't doing his job. So
don't you hate that?
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure, and I couldn't make any excuses. If something went wrong, it was pretty much me. So yeah, to run as good as we did in our first season, I was absolutely blown away.
And have you learned from that first season to get you ready for another season?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. One of the main things we've been working on over the off season is trying to get our car set up right and figure out tires and stuff like that, because last year Dad and I had never had a race car before, so we weren't really sure what tires run on the car, like air pressures and stuff like that. So over the off season, we really invested a lot of time in trying to improve that part of our program.
This is a special sports talk show. We're talking racing live at Biggie's Coast to Coast Restaurant Pizza and Wings. We're talking to Austin Scott, young man from Wapakoneta, compact car. He races at Waynesfield. That will open up on April 23rd. And you're talking about, it's a family affair, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. My dad, he's the co-owner and he's the rig driver. And he's the one laying up under the car every week, getting it all fixed up. My mom, Susan, is the team chef, so she's always cooking shredded chicken, pulled pork, stuff like that. My little brother helps out too, and my girlfriend Taylor.
Little brother, he's taller than you, isn't he?
That's true. I should say younger. I'm so used to saying little.
Yeah, he's not little.
Right.
And he's a freshman basketball player at Wapakoneta.
Yep.
Okay.
Is. And like I said, my girlfriend Taylor Walgemuth is my camera girl, my helmet
name drop there, didn't
my
you?
Helmet girl. That's right.
Okay, helmet girl and camera girl.
That's right. Yeah.
And girlfriend.
Double duty. Yeah.
Okay.
Or triple duty. Then.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to take care of me. That's a whole nother job.
All right, tell me about what you do at WOSN.
At WOSN, I film highlights on the weekends. So usually Thursdays through Saturdays is what I was doing through the fall and the winter. And then on the side, I also did the top 5 plays segment that aired each week too.
Did you like doing that?
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun. I have, I guess, a really loud personality, so having that portion of the show for myself fits me really well.
Good. And XS Racing, how did you guys come up with that name?
Well, it actually all started as kind of a joke last season. We didn't want to put a number on the car and put a bunch of stickers on the car last year just in case, you know, things didn't work out or we weren't running very well. So we just put a duct tape X on the car. And our full intentions were to go into this season with the number 22, but so many people embraced the X and stuff in the stands. They would cross their arms during pace laps and stuff like that, and so many people liked it. I thought, well, let's keep it. And then I threw the S behind it for Scott, and it's a pink S, which is a shout out to my mom and girlfriend. And
you are smooth, man. You are smooth.
So that's kind of my shout out to them on the car for everything that they do for me. But then if you sound out the number XS, it kind of comes out as XS Racing. So it's kind of a play on words.
That's a lot. You got a lot in that, man. I was just thinking XS Racing, but there's a lot to that.
Yeah, it can get a little confusing when people try to say XS. I don't know if they're talking about the team or the number of the car, which oddly enough is 2 letters.
Or the description of it.
All right.
Which seems a little excess. So we're live with Austin Scott. Now, are you a sports fan?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so baseball, who do you root for?
Baseball? Well, I really don't follow baseball.
Okay, so you're a sports fan, but not a baseball fan.
Not a baseball fan.
All right, so what's your favorite sport?
I would have to say probably hockey, actually.
And who do you root for in hockey?
The Blue Jackets.
The Blue Jackets?
Yeah, just talking about that earlier. That was a pretty rough go this year.
It was. All right, how about football?
Football, well, it just depends. NFL, or are we talking college?
All right, let's go with NFL.
And NFL, probably the Bengals.
Okay, that's too bad.
Yeah,
but Biggie loves you here. All right, and then how about college?
In college football, the Buckeyes.
All right, the Buckeyes. That's good. That's a good thing to do, to root for the Buckeyes. OH!
Absolutely.
There you go. It's kind of a slow group here. This group, well, they're too worried about eating here as well. Now, how did you get hooked up with Biggie?
Well, actually, I worked on Max Stamball's website this year, and as Max talked about, he's sponsored by Biggie, and he talked to me. He said, well, talk to Biggie. He's a super generous guy, and he's
Whoa. You just said Biggie, and then you said super and generous right next to the same sentence with it. Did you hear what you said?
I did.
All right.
I did. Well, at least he's generous for me then. Vince.
He's not super, but he is a good guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And he sees our vision with racing, and when I talked to him, he had the same mindset as I did, where the fans are number one. So when I go to the track, like I've said before, I like to win and do good at the track, but if I can leave the track with new fans each night, that's an even bigger accomplishment for me. And that's the way Biggie is. He's all about taking care of the fans and the people that support him. So
that's great. And you're right about that. Now, when you come here to Biggie's to eat, what do you like to get?
Oh, pizza and wings, no doubt.
All right.
Wings are awesome. They use about a full bottle of barbecue sauce on them, so dip it in the bottom of the basket, and it's all good.
Boy, you are sweet. You need to do commercials for Biggie. I'm telling you right now. So, thanks very much. Now you're gonna stay here, and you're gonna take pictures when people want to come out next to your car, right?
Absolutely. We got the picture banner out there right now, 8 feet by 8 feet, so we can fit plenty of people in a picture out there. And I got my new autograph cards, which I actually brought one for you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks, Vince. Okay, yeah. You are smooth, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Those are freshly printed from Quick as a Wink Printing today. So
no name drops. Any other sponsors that you want to throw out here on live radio?
Well, how much time we got? We got a lot of sponsors. A lot of people help us out. But the big ones, Biggie's Coast to Coast, of course. He sponsored me a bunch of T-shirts this year. LS Tech in Wapak, Canada. We just had our season opening party there a couple weeks ago, actually. Owen Kitchen and Bath in Wapak and Lima. Slado and Detailing. Studio A Hair Salon in Wapak. Haywired Country with a Kick. It's a new country band, and they're on board with us this year on our suit and on our car as our platinum sponsor. Anytime Fitness in Marysville, Ohio. My Aunt Darlene Lampert. Aunt Karen Ramey, Uncle Randy's Barbershop, Lee's Amish Meat Express, Lee Scott's Busted Knuckle Garage.
Goodness.
Netterman, we're halfway. Netterman Farms, Merritt Real Estate, Melissa Fenning, Angle Wright, the Johnsons, BJ and Sue Miller, Scheiflein's Farm, A&A in Buckland, Ohio, Uncle Larry's Square Dancing.
Uncle Larry's.
Can't forget that.
Okay.
Fans Pizza in Waynesfield, Image Masters in Wapak, Park Street Music in Wapak, and Last Clark Manson. He's a country singer from Covington, Ohio. Yeah, he's trying to make it big down in Nashville right now. He's on his way out to Iowa to play a few shows with Cole Swindell, who's a big name country singer right now. So yeah, he's helping us helping us out this year as our official music sponsor.
Well, congratulations on it all. So you debut with Waynes when Waynesville debuts?
I actually race on Saturday night over at Montpelier.
Okay.
That's going to be our season opener as long as the weather holds, and it looks gorgeous. So the game plan is to be racing this Saturday night, and hopefully we can go over and start the season off well.
And then the following Saturday at Waynesville.
Yep.
All right.
Waynesfield, the rest of the season we run there about a dozen times, and then Montpelier a dozen more. So.
Well, listen, first off, nice to meet you. And I want to let people know this is radio, not TV, but basically when I told Austin he was getting ready to come on, he went down, did a couple of push-ups, and then came back up and he was ready to go. So, I mean, and I was like, first off, if I got down on the floor, I wouldn't be able to get back up. Secondly, he did push-ups as well. So, nice to meet you, young man.
Oh, yeah, nice to meet you, Ben, seriously.
And good luck with everything, and keep us abreast of your progress.
I appreciate it, Vince. Thank you so much for stopping out here and supporting us.
All right, Austin Scott, everybody. All right.